So this is a little slime, which he's so cute.
I'm
I
so
love
happy
him
you know
so
the
much.
name.
That's
Done!
Yay! I actually done it. This is insane. Okay,
I'm so hyped and focused on this thing.
It's
here.
hard. It's hard to concentrate.
And the thing is, when you're being bullied, you do feel as a child, why are the adults in the world letting me down? Why are they letting this happen? When I started fighting back, changed my life forever.
I'm actually enjoying a little bit of wine while we do this because it felt inappropriate to not have libations.
Look at this. It's kind of, I don't know what this was from.
I had a great freaking time. I chose a Lego set that was like, don't do the flowers, guys. Don't do the flowers.
Obviously, I'm the problem because I keep making the same bad decision.
I did berate them for a long time about coming on Lego, so when David asked, I had to say yes.
Yeah. Okay. No big deal.
Yeah, fuck, how do I pitch my channel? I cover a lot of the current drama and stuff that's going on, but predominantly I'm somebody who's kicked around the internet for quite a long time.
I guess technically it's round 2, though, right? Oh, no, we got it. Okay, never mind.
We're round one.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the top of my table is black here, and I loaded all these black Legos onto it, so it's
outstanding.
So I do bonsai. I collect bonsai trees, and these trees aren't it. they're wrong. These trees they have bad form.
I actually dyed my hair jet black at one point, and I have white eyebrows and white eyelashes and arm hair. So
She just continues to make poor decisions. Wendy does.
Wow. So you're stuck with Timu Wendy.
It's Timu Wendy.
I got the part of the base done, and I'm working on what I think is the owl now. That's how you get invited back. You just do it really slow.
That looks really cool.
That's awesome.
It's so random.
But it's not the size of the tower, it's how well you use it.
Everything I say.
we're gonna be here till 2 in the morning.
Outstanding.
It's so past my bedtime right now.
Having the problem with this one here.
Just tell me what I need to do.
You're telling me that
Zero numbers. There's no numbers.
I'm not sure how you done it.
No numbers.
Right? My kids are going to build this before I'm done with mine tonight. So
most definitely.
They're starting now.
I'm at this point, and I gave up. Look at that. It's half a stud short. How does that happen?
That car was a pain in the ass.
So I started posting those and watching YouTubers and doing stuff like that, and I got approached by some people who wanted to interview me about my dad, and I thought, why am I going to give it to you? Why don't I do it?
You got Chloe?
Chloe came in the car.
Awesome.
Wait, hang on. Let's pull it up. We need this.
We found Chloe, chat. Chat, we found Chloe. She's been located.
I mean, this is the last piece of the puzzle, and then we put Chloe in there, and we are pretty much good to go, folks.
Beckett always has to make it harder on himself. He does.
I do. I feel yeah, I do. I don't know. I'm pretty glad that I picked this Lego set because it's kind of fun and interesting. But I'm this is a lot of small pieces.
I'm gonna leave it for the stream.
Oh wow, Baker, that's beautiful. Me gusto that. That's really cute.
We did it like that.
Gorgeous, just like you, Baker.
Well, hey, Flash can have a half-hour intro, so can we, my God.
I just realized.
Hello.
Yay. Wendy disappears at the end of our intro. She's just she's there and then she disappears. Obviously, I made an editing error, but
I thought it was on purpose and it looked cool.
Okay, well then you know what? It was on purpose, and we're gonna leave that right there.
St. David.
I believe you.
Right.
We are here back for
Hey,
the rematch between Stef The Alter Nerd and Nik Starow, Trial Watch. This has been a long time coming. This has been adjourned twice, and it's almost been a year since you guys were here to battle the first time. And I don't know what happened.
We didn't do it face to face because somebody didn't check what time it was.
Yeah, somebody got the times mixed up, I think, last year a little bit. But we made it work. No big deal. No big deal. It was a time trial.
Yes, the intro is longer than my retirement.
I'm going to beat you again, so you know.
So we're not going to do it. We're not going to do a timed trial. This is a head-to-head build, the exact same set, I think. Right? You guys got the.
Yeah, because
Nick still hasn't opened his. He has no idea what's in
because I didn't. I thought that
the piranha plant.
I just thought I would prove to everybody first that I'm not opening in advance and doing shady things.
We're gonna find out now live on stream that Nick ordered the wrong set.
If I got the right set.
That's exactly how
the
this
wrong
works.
set, then he forfeits the match and I win. Done.
No matter what, Steph is going to win.
This is just going to be like an ongoing thing where we have to have a rematch.
I'm going to laugh if inside that box is something risque. Just saying.
Risque?
Yeah. You know,
maybe like
Nick makes drunk
Viking lingerie.
That's
or,
what I
you know, something for Christmas that's red and sparkly.
Success. Crisis averted.
Love. Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Woohoo. It's on.
So, Dave, what are you building?
Yeah, Dave.
What am I building? I am building a Wednesday that Wendy sent me. I'm very excited about this. Yes, you sent me this during my trial stream I did last week, 2 weeks ago. I built this little flower, this Wednesday flower that you sent me.
So cute.
And this, and then I got this guy. Does anyone know who Bluey is?
That's Bingo.
Yeah.
Bluey.
That's Bingo. That's the sibling.
Bingo?
Bluey is blue.
Blue.
Bingo is orange.
But it's from the show Bluey.
It's from the show Bluey.
So I had no idea what this show was. We have
It's
a grandbaby now, and the grandbaby apparently loves Swedish Bluey. So it's all in like Swedish. And I thought it was some Swedish cartoon. Apparently it's not. It's an American cartoon.
It's Australian.
It's
Is it Australian? I see. I don't even know that.
They're blue here. They're Australian.
Apparently these things are everywhere. But I needed a thing to light up like our little candy station so it lights up. So I got this just to light
Very
up. And then I
cute.
thought he's Halloween themed, and it's All Saints Day. So we have Bingo. Is it Bingo? You said?
Yep, Bingo.
There you go. But I'm building Wednesday. So that's what I'm building.
Okay, perfect. Hi, Wednesday. You're cute. What you got, Val?
I am building the Halloween set that Wendy sent me. It's a 3-in-1. Today, we're going to be building the mansion. Yeah, I think it's cool. Haunted mansion.
Love it.
Get out of the way, microphone.
That's very cool.
Yeah. This is a 3-in-1, which is dope. So it's got the haunted mansion, haunted express train thing, and then a haunted ship down here, which is probably going to be its final form, if I'm being honest.
You just got to build the mansion and leave it the mansion because that thing is cool looking.
It really
might,
is.
It might be cool.
I'm a saint. It's All Saints Day. I'm not an angel. I'm Saint David.
He's Saint David.
It's all Saints Day. You can refer to me as Saint David in the chat for today.
That's Wanda, that's funny. I don't know if angels can do that, but David's a good actor, so he'll figure it out.
That's right.
No, it's false advertising.
False advertising.
Nothing false about me.
False prophet.
He's a fallen angel.
There you go.
So Steph has like her bags out. I saw during the intro, you're flipping through your book. You're figuring things out. Nick, are you set?
No. It's not that I'm figuring things out. I've just got it on page 12, which is the first step. That's it.
She's ready to go.
Yeah, she's ready to go. She's not messing around. She is going to win.
No, of course not.
I've been hearing you
when I
for
beat
weeks
Vikings.
talk on your live stream about how you're going to dominate my good friend Nick in this build off. But I think you underestimate Nick.
I have faith in Steph.
And for all the Steph fans,
it's just kind of old news.
Watching, if you want to give Steph an advantage, every $50 in super chats on my channel and I would take a shot of whiskey just to give her an advantage.
I think Nick's trying to preemptively plan his in case he loses.
Right. At least he's coming away with some money, right?
He's getting his excuse in line. I was drunk. It wasn't my
To be
fault.
fair, though, then who's the real winner? Me or Nick?
That's true. That's true.
He's drunk and he's how much more richer than me? I mean, come on, at that point, dude, I bow down to your Machiavellian ways.
Here's the thing. We have a saying here, what we don't remember never happened. And so
it's fair.
If I see you start to get way ahead, I'm gulping down whiskey.
You know, I'm logged into my
my
non-premium account, and I switched over to Nick's stream so I could drop the link in. Nick, why do you have bra advertisements on your show? That's what I want.
What bra advertisements?
Yeah, yeah. The kind that you can watch that wick away sweat, and they're for the larger women.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
I have no.
You know what? There for a little while, I was getting Ozempic ads, and I'm not really sure why. It was a couple week period where everything I was getting was either
That's
Ozempic
hilarious.
ads
You
or
are
like.
the last person that needs that. If I had a channel, that's what they'd put on mine.
It was either Ozempic or
I don't control the ads on my channel.
Yeah, I don't think you can you?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, I only have the monetization on. I don't have ads on. So is these the ads that are in the chat?
It's just the YouTube stuff. No. It's just the YouTube runs its own ads.
Yeah.
That's all. I just thought it was funny that I switched over to that and I just see.
But David,
raw
why
ads
do you have the premium YouTube so you're not watching ads? I haven't seen an ad in 20 years.
Well, but some of my accounts I don't, like my Lego
Oh.
Law, I don't have one, and so when I was logged into that account and I switched over, it popped up.
You'll get the
All right.
ads again now.
Nick, you have
Yeah.
your first bag is already built, right? So we're good to go.
Already built. Cheaters.
So we got to do like a countdown and ready to build. I'll let Wendy do that since she's our MC technically.
Are we ready?
Oh, I wish we had
wait,
like
Oh, and try not to be loud because there's a baby asleep. Wait.
She's got earphones in, don't you, Steph?
Yep.
She's got
she's
headphones
good.
in.
On your marks, get set, fight.
All right, here we go. We should have had some like
let's
dramatic
start with a
music
bit of
going.
whiskey.
I was gonna say, I wish we had like a dramatic countdown or something back here. Like
We did, and I think I removed it. I know. I didn't plan for this.
And thing sucks.
How's that?
It has black letters. All right.
I have Sadie Beecham's 911 call. I got a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say,
stuff
there's
back here.
everything looks way different back here. I haven't been back here in a while.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to find my fight sounds. I'm going for Nick tonight. Okay, Christine. We already got one vote for Nick.
I'm going for Nick tonight too.
Yeah, because you're on his team.
I would hope you were going for
I'm
Nick.
okay being the underdog, guys. I'm all right with that.
All right, so
I have
Steph,
faith.
I have some questions for you.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on with your country, man? So, how many people have been charged with saying something that offends people on Facebook now or social media?
Thousands.
What exactly is the law that they're citing? That's what I really don't understand.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're going under hate speech laws. They're going under the Malice Communication Act kind of situation.
What do those? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Like malice communication, I feel like we might have something similar in the United States, where if you are, like, we have a stalking or harassment charge in Michigan, whereas if someone has told you to not contact us, don't contact me, and then you contact them at least 2 other times after you've told them not to contact you. So there's been 3 communications total, 2 of them after you've said no more communication. That could be stalking and or harassment. Is it something similar to that? Is it some sort of like weird component like that, or?
I don't
yes.
think so.
The problem is though is that our current government, I don't even call it government anymore. I call it
From the UK, Heather.
dictatorship. What they are doing is they are using the laws not what they were intended to be used for, to try and shut us up, basically, because they don't like what we're saying, and so they're trying to shut us up. People have literally been jailed for years over it, whereas rapists get jailed for less. It's insane in our country right now.
Is it
anyone that wants to go to the UK? I tell them, don't. For the love of
I don't
everything
even.
holy, do not come to the UK right now. It is effed up.
I was going to go
I
there
don't
next
even
month.
have my flights through Britain anymore.
Oh, you don't?
Cancel your flights.
I was going to ask you, is there a particular subject matter that's being discussed that's leading to these charges? Like, is it more anti-immigration? Is it more anti-Muslim? Is it a trans? Is there a particular subject matter that's bringing up these charges, or is it across the board?
All of the above.
Really? Okay.
All of the above. If it doesn't show the party line, so to speak, then yeah, you could potentially get done for it.
And what has the king said about any of this?
Sorry, what was that?
What has the king said about any of this?
Nothing, but he can't. He can't.
He can make a public statement about it.
Anything about it. You say you can make a public statement about it. The problem is, though, is that we do have a form of constitution whereby the king has to stay out of it. He has to stay out of it.
Why does he have to stay out of it? He can't make any sort of public opinion
No,
statement?
no, not at all. He needs to.
So they truly are figureheads then.
Correct.
I thought the king still had some sort of authority.
Not really. The only thing that the king does in terms of anything within our political system is opening parliament up, dissolving parliament, and whenever anything is passed into law, that he signs it for royal assent. Apart from that, he's a constitutional monarch. Doesn't have any direct kind of influence over what anything is saying or happening in our laws anymore.
I think it's time for a reformation of your system of government.
You just
I
like
think-
civil wars, David.
Right.
Well, I don't like civil wars, but they're necessary sometimes. When the government has gotten to the point where it no longer governs, it's no longer a government of the people. And it's in fact becomes in every form of government, and every government period throughout history has reached this level where they become tyrannical. Every government has. It needs to be checked a little bit. That's all. And honestly, it doesn't have to be a civil war to check the government. You just got to have people willing to do it.
The other thing with the UK's laws, like the social media posts, people don't even necessarily have to see them, right? It's just like the ability for them to be seen. So like, whereas ours is like directed harassment charges, right? Like you have to direct your threats towards somebody or your words.
Yeah.
If it's just posted in the UK, that's enough to get the same.
Yeah. I read about a woman who posted things while abroad and got arrested when she got home.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
There was even a famous scriptwriter who wrote Father Ted, The It Crowd, Graham Linehan. He tweeted something out whilst he was in America, and when he landed in Heathrow, he was welcomed by about 3-4 armed police officers who promptly arrested him because of what he tweeted in another country.
Is he a British citizen?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is the thing, right? It's a case of he is a British citizen. However, he tweeted something when he was not on soil. It's like, how do I put this? It's like me turning round, right? Going over to America, going to somewhere, let's say like California, smoking a little bit of bud, a bit of pot, marijuana, whatever you call it, going back to the UK, and then the UK turning around and saying, you broke the law by smoking pot, therefore we're now going to arrest you. Hang on a minute. What I did was in another country that was completely legal.
Let me frame this issue, because we're using political speech and we're using marijuana. What if an individual from the US decided to go to a foreign country to specifically have relations with a younger person, and then they came back to this country? There's a US law that says if you did something in another country and it's illegal here, then when you get back here, we can prosecute you for it. And if we're talking about PDF files, I feel like I can get behind that, right? But if it's good for that, is it also good for other things?
Well, we don't have
There's
that
a
law.
victim. Now, hang on. There's a victim in that stance. That is completely not the same thing.
But the
There's
issue
a
is
victim
that
involved.
you're doing something that's legal in that country.
That's not the same thing.
That's illegal in this country, but you're doing it in that country, and then you come back to this country where you didn't do it, but you get charged.
So you're using the international waters murder is legal theory? Is that what you're going with here?
All I'm saying is that we think it's okay when we're talking about PDF files, but not when we're talking about other things. And I'm like, you can't have it both ways. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think that's remotely the same thing, Dave. Not remotely.
So we do have a couple super chats that have come in. And of course, I've been dying to talk to Steph about this for the last 2 days.
Same,
Lazy L,
by the way.
right? $5 super chat. Thank you so much. How long till Steph talks about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor?
Speaking of,
or are you? Maybe you don't want to.
It's what the hell? What's this up? It's yeah. It's a mess. It really is, isn't it, guys?
To kind of summarize, I guess we're talking about Prince Andrew, right?
Sorry.
For those that are unaware, Prince Andrew obviously
it was a perfect segue, by the way.
It was good.
Yeah, very, very smooth of you, Dave.
It was good. It had nothing to do with the bottle of Prosecco, I promise. So I guess Virginia Giuffre's book has been released, and inside of that book, there's further accusations against the Andrew formerly known as Prince. And
that's that's how I'm saying it from now on, by the way. Oh my God,
right?
That's awesome. Yeah,
that was
Andrew,
good.
Formerly known as Prince. I like that.
Yep.
Because of those accusations, King Charles pulled him aside. They had a couple conversations, and now he has been stripped of all titles, awards, etc. He has nothing anymore. He's just a regular civilian U.S. citizen still, or UK citizen still, as far as I know. They didn't
yes, that's
evict him or
yes.
anything. They didn't.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Is a UK citizen?
Yeah. What do they call that when they exile? They didn't exile him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's still there, but they did kick him out of his mansion. They kicked him out of the royal estates, and him and his ex-wife got kicked out. So that's what we're talking about.
Even his children, even the girls, because they're still princesses, correct?
For now.
No.
For now.
For now they are.
Yeah.
I know I have no dog in this fight, but I would feel bad for those girls if they lost whatever they have too, because
Yeah,
of
you can't blame the child for the sins of the father.
Well, but we
Well,
do.
Well, you can blame the father for the sins of the child nowadays in the United
Well, that's
States.
true. That's
true.
No, but the thing is with, let's say, Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice, is that the story is now turning to them and what they knew and what they did.
They were
and word on the street is that it's not good.
That's you think they did know?
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
if they know
Well-
stuff, that means that they would likely have been involved or
That
participated.
potentially they were shady. Not as shady as, of course, their parents. That's what kind of going around at the moment. Do I believe that? No,
it? Wow.
because
I was
at
gonna
the
say, is that
moment,
just-
no evidence has come for me to, be like one way or another. But when it comes to Andrew, so for the longest time, I was like, do you know what? He's innocent. He's innocent. Virginia Gouffre, with all due respect, I didn't believe her. I had my reasons as to why. But now that, these emails are coming out, more emails are coming out between Andrew and Epstein, and, more information's coming out about Andrew himself through the book entitled by Andrew Lowney. I'm now kind of around and thinking, do you know what? There might be some truth to Virginia Gouffre's allegations. Might be. My head's turning a little bit.
I know when this first all went down, me and you had talked about it a couple times about the Epstein and Andrew connection, and we were always at different sides of that or whatever. But I went down that rabbit hole pretty deep. I was pretty convinced early.
But did he leave his underwear on?
Gross.
Okay, so there's a Congress. Is he a congressman?
Dershowitz.
He's somebody.
The lawyer.
Dershowitz. Yeah. He was like, yeah, I got a massage, but she was an adult, and I kept my underwear on or something like that. That was his excuse.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like great. Oh, that's awesome. So then you have to imagine that man in his underwear.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Dershowitz.
Yeah, that's almost kind of worse, right? That's almost worse. I don't know why. It's so much worse.
Creepier.
He was getting all upset about people talking about that. He was on the suing rampage there for a little bit.
He was.
So, Steph, do you think that Prince William has been really sort of the spearhead behind that to get Andrew's titles removed, or do you think King Charles solely did this on his own? Or
so reports of saying that King Charles made the decision on his own with his peers, and no one else was involved.
Up again.
Your mic's breaking up, but we missed
sorry.
like half of what you said.
If anyone's watching, my throat's a little bit what is it because of a bug that I'm getting over. So, going back to reports were coming through that no, it was just King Charles that came to the decision all on his own with the courtiers, and no one else was involved. With all due respect, I call absolute BS on that. Prince William must have been involved in the decision to remove his titles and everything else in between. Must have been involved because he's heir to the throne. Not only that, but this is essentially now the blueprint for when they decide that they're going to drop the hammer on Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, yes, 100%.
Interesting.
I was curious how they haven't been stripped of their titles yet, but he has. I was really trying to figure that out the other day.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you then, Valhalla. Could you repeat yourself, please?
I was just saying that I was surprised they still had their titles. I noticed that the other day when all this went down. I was like,
I thought they didn't. I didn't think they had their titles.
Hey, Steve.
Do they still have their titles, Steph?
Yeah, Harry and Meghan still have their titles to this day for now. They are now bricking it, to coin a phrase, seeing as we're playing with bricks at the moment. That was cool. But yeah, they are totally bricking it, like guaranteed, because they now know it's only a matter of time before their titles are gone. Prince William, when he did the interview with Eugene Levy on The Reluctant Traveller, he says that, you know, and I'm paraphrasing here, but when he ascends to the throne, that there are going to be a lot of changes, and he's going to simplify the royal family a heck of a lot more. So for me, that
take away all the titles. It's me and my kids.
Yeah. So no Duke third cousin by marriage anymore.
Well, not that exactly. It's all to do with the members of the working members of the royal family. So if you're classed as a working member of the royal family, then by all means keep your title. But if you're not a working member of the royal family, no, remove the title. This, that, and the other. So we believe that is the avenue that Prince William will go down once he ascends to the throne and becomes king.
That makes sense.
I miss Queen Elizabeth. I'm just saying.
We all do.
Rest in peace.
It's so
Mary.
bizarre. Like, she was queen for how long? Like 90 years or something crazy? Almost.
Not 90 years. She was
Like
90 when she
70 something.
died.
Yeah. I think
It's
she was
pretty close,
25.
though.
It was a lot. It was literally like 6 or 7
It was
decades.
so long. It was all of Wendy's life. Can you imagine?
That's
like
so
3 of
old.
our lifetimes.
Seriously.
It was the longest reigning monarch in history.
Yeah, in the
Elizabeth
world.
II.
No,
Not even just, yeah, exactly. Not even just
what was
UK
Queen
monarch.
Victoria?
Monarch.
Wasn't how long did Queen Victoria?
I think Queen Victoria was second longest.
Yes.
At 50
How long was she
years
on
or
the?
something, maybe 50.
That's
I can't
crazy.
recall now.
Because I was just watching a thing about when she died.
I'll be right
She
back.
was the longest reigning monarch, I believe, at the time.
Yeah, she was. Queen Elizabeth II beat her record, I suppose, for want of a better phrase.
Do we want to get a status check on Steph and Nick and see how close they are, or do we want to just let them go into the end, and then all of a sudden one of them's done? Do we want status? I think status check, because that puts the pressure on them.
But yeah, it does build a little anticipation. I like it. I like it.
All right, hang on a second. Show your piece.
Show the pieces. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty close. Oh,
Okay.
no, Steph is a lot further along. I thought they were pretty close for a second.
Y'all.
Damn it, Nick. Come on, man. Build. I've been asking Steph all the questions for a reason.
May or may not be.
I was thinking that actually. What the hell, mate? Piss off now.
Gotta start asking Nick questions now.
Please do.
Oh no,
you.
I dropped
want
my
to hear
headphones.
from Nick.
I do. Well, real quick, I want to say hi to Steve Gosney in the chat. Awesome that you're here,
guys.
Steve.
Hello, Mr. Gosney.
And then
I almost called you the other day. I didn't though, because
there's a super chat. I'm going to skip Salvador. No, I'm going to mention Salvador.
Is Steve Gosney in the chat?
Yeah,
He
Steve
is.
Gosney's in the chat.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve. How's it going, honey?
He said, all my favorite people are here.
Yay.
Yeah. Does Steph also believe Mark Jensen is innocent? This is from Dolly. Thanks, Dolly, for the $2.
Okay. Forgive me. Who's Mark Jensen?
Don't
He's
worry
not
about
innocent.
it.
I tell you
don't need to
that
worry
right
about
now. He's not innocent at all.
Okay.
He's not innocent. No, he is
He's a weirdo.
He's a
He's a
very
definite
weird.
weirdo.
He definitely killed his wife because he was embarrassed about the size of his own junk.
Facts.
Okay.
Undisputed facts.
Who is this? Oh, assholes react. Nice. David, it was good to see catch up with you at the No Kings March. Yes, that was me in my leotard and my sign. I'm glad someone recognized me there. It was a good time.
Nice.
Can
and it's Saint David today.
Y'all, we went to a concert the day of the No Kings marches. Okay. And one of the greatest statements I have ever heard in my life was made to me that evening. I was talking to the photographer of the event. He was photographing the bands. We were outside, doing the cancer stick thing. Strike up a conversation with him because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of this conversation, he was like, "Yeah, I was going to go to the No Kings protest this morning, but I slept in." And in that moment, I realized the exact problem with the entire No Kings movement. There was no chance he was going to make that protest. They scheduled it in the morning. They messed up, chat. They messed up.
That is the problem.
Are you calling my people lazy, Valhalla?
You know what? There's actually
not your people. Your people do great lawn work.
People who plan conservative, like things, like speeches or presentations, whatever, they do it in the morning, and there's not a whole lot of protesters that show up to challenge them.
That's why they do it in the morning.
Yep. David, are you going to move over to the Lego only channel tonight?
Yeah, I will. Okay. And just so if you guys are watching me on MLS, if you guys are watching me on MLS, I did pin the chat, pin at the top of the chat, a link to the Lego Law. And then how long have we been going? Oh yeah, but this is about time. So we'll give about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll switch over. You'll be redirected if you don't already switch over to the Lego Law Life and Libation channel. And please sub up there, tell your friends about that channel, because that's where I'm hoping to do the Lego stuff full time and not on the MLS channel.
Lazy, I believe that's true. To clarify, doesn't Parliament have to vote on titles being removed?
Yeah, so it would require an act of Parliament to ultimately properly remove the title. There is a bill going through at the moment that was resurrected called the Removal of Titles Bill that I did report on my channel like the last couple of years. It did go silent, that bill, up until now. So, yeah, watch this space as Parliament all of a sudden is getting involved with this. Very interesting.
I couldn't imagine Parliament taking the stance that he should keep his title, though.
You would be surprised.
The reason why they're doing
principle.
The reason why they're doing it is it's all smoke and mirrors. Parliament's like, look over here, look at what we're doing to sort out the Andy problem, rather than actually sorting out the bigger problems we're facing at the moment.
Oh, we wouldn't know anything about that over here.
Yeah, we are kings of making committees to research problems and decide how we should react to the problem.
I've been watching
the problems.
John Karaoke. Karaoke. I don't know. He's a former CIA guy.
Karaoke.
Yes.
Karaoke?
Yeah. Karaoke or something like that.
Not karaoke. Karaoke.
Yeah. Anyways, I've been watching him in a lot of his interviews. I've been reading his books too. Very interesting guy. Fingers crossed. I reached out to him on X to see if he'll join us for one of these. But he was talking about how he would work with the British on some secret clandestine things like that. And he's like, if we wanted to do something at CIA, we had to ask somebody who then asked somebody who then asked somebody. He's like, the British, they're so small, bureaucracy wise, like they would just do it. And I thought that was interesting. But when it comes to Parliament, maybe they're also bogged down like we are. But when it comes to bureaucracy, because the British bureaucracy is so small compared to ours, they just go out and do things, which I thought was interesting.
No, for Parliament to do anything, it takes them years for it to actually get into law. They move extremely slow, unless they really want something to go through because it benefits them, technically speaking. But
yeah, how quickly can they give themselves a pay raise?
Exactly, right.
Every damn year
speaking
through
of
a parliamentary
I was
discussion
going to
group.
ask Nick some parliamentary questions. So,
well, okay, I actually have a question for you, Nick.
Okay.
I was at a political event the other day. I won't say which party.
I'm so sorry.
But there was a comment that was made to my wife, and if you guys don't know, my wife is Swedish. and about Swedish being what ghost nice
cute
about
I'm missing a
Sweden being
piece.
the grape capital of the world now. And so that didn't sound right, and I didn't hear you talk about anything like that. So I'm like looking into it. But have there been is there like an increase in it? Is it like in grape in Sweden? Like, is it really bad there? That's what the rumor is. This is the first time I heard of it. The rumor is, at least over here.
Okay. Last year, 2024, we had a grand total in the entire country of Sweden of 94 murders. So
How many?
with 94
Wow.
in 2024, which went lower than 2023 when there was 106, I think.
Wow.
Now,
That's so weird.
here's the thing: we have these gangs who tries to kill each other in the most imaginative ways possible with grenades. Sometimes they go to the wrong apartment, and then our 3 major papers write about it, and then somebody presses Google Translate, and all of a sudden, yeah, and here we are. So, is it that bad? By Swedish standard, yeah, it's not good. If we start to compare ourselves with other European countries, we're like the 4th safest country in Europe.
Well,
we're like
so I did some research. Now, what's interesting is that Sweden changed its grape laws to include, like, if you accidentally brush up against the nipple.
No,
wait,
no,
what?
no, that's not true,
really,
Dave.
Okay,
no,
wait, here,
that's
hang,
not.
hang on.
By those standards, Baker's got a lot of explaining to do from his last Tennessee trip.
So there's but anyways, it became more expansive. What actually is considered?
Yes.
Under
For instance, we have we things that previously was only SA is now grape. So more are included, which, for instance, some instances of not even, but non-penetration rape is now rape.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. But I had to throw in the nipple comment for Salvador if he's in the chat. Anyways, but then also, which I found was interesting. What I found was interesting is that the majority of the grapes in Sweden are committed by strangers, where in the U.S. the majority are committed by friends and acquaintances.
Yes.
I thought that was really
interesting. It depends on also we have statistic on absolutely everything, because everybody in Sweden trusts our government, so we volunteer every type of information to the government.
As a good citizen should.
Yeek. Gross.
Isn't that what they do in China too? Like, isn't that like and they tell on each other and stuff?
Well, in China, they don't really have a choice. Their information's known before.
Right. But isn't that sounds like what's happening in Sweden too? Maybe.
But we have the. We in the grape statutes. We have over 20, I think. And,
I just thought it was an interesting comment to make. Like,
but we do have the same
capital of the world. Like, I don't think that's.
For instance, there was this. Why didn't they? There was a high-profile case last week. Oh, why does he get to stay in Sweden? This grapist. Yeah. Here's the thing. He was convicted in the appeals court. On lower court, he was acquitted. So if this had been in the United States, he would have walked completely. But since in Sweden we have this system where, well, most of Europe have it, the prosecutor can appeal an acquittal.
Yeah, and you don't have the double jeopardy rule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't
It's the
think
same thing. We
David's
learned all that.
monetized
We
channels
learned that when we were watching that one girl in Italy get prosecuted over and over and over again for
Amy
roommate's
Smart
death.
or whatever the hell her name
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna shut down MLS. You guys should all be redirected, but again, the chat is at the.
But we
where link is
over
at the
at my channel. We will still be here. And thank you so much, Zach, for your $5